In this video, we will review fundamental political principles. In other words, what makes our government run so smoothly. If you remember our discussion in class, we decided that fundamental was basic, political is government, and principles are rules. So these are the 5 basic rules of government. The first is consent of the governed. If you remember in our discussions, consent is permission, the governed are the people. So in other words, because we have to give the government permission, people are the source of any and all governmental power. People have the power through voting. In other words, we elect people to represent us, and if we don't like what they're doing, we vote them out of office. We also do this through freedom of speech. In other words, we can contact anyone in government at any time and tell them our opinions. Limited government is just what it says it is. It basically means that the government's not all powerful. It can only do certain things, and those things are the things that people have given it the power to do. So in other words, there are boundaries the government cannot cross, and this is to protect our rights as citizens. Rule of law means that everybody follows the law. And when I say everyone, I mean top government officials like the president all the way down to ordinary citizens like you and me. No one is above the law. So in other words, if the president were to break the law, he would be held to the same accountability as the citizens. In the United States, we have what's called a democracy, and a democracy is a government in which the people rule. In other words, people do have the power, but in our country, we actually elect representatives to make decisions on our behalf. So that means we have what's called a representative government. We elect people. We elect what are called office holders to make laws on our behalf because we cannot be in Washington, D.C. or we cannot be in Richmond at times when laws need to be made. So we elect people to do it on our behalf. So we have elections every November, and in November we elect people such as senators or representatives, delegates at the state level, presidents or governors, and we also have local elections. And the election this November is going to be our local election. So we're going to be electing people to the Board of Supervisors, to the school board, etc. These guys are in charge of making our laws, but they have to be based on our opinion.